Hello dear traders, I'm Anna Kasatkina and you're watching the calendar of the latest financial events on Insta TV. On Thursday and Friday, financial markets will pay special attention to the following macroeconomic statistics. On Friday, Japan will release its report on consumer price index for October. Analysts forecast that the inflation rate decreased by 0.1%. In September, consumer prices, excluding fresh food prices, dropped by 0.1%, just like a month before, amid a fall in energy prices. It is the key inflation indicator tracked by the Bank of Japan. Meanwhile, headline inflation slowed down to zero. Pundits expected a 0.2% tumble in the key indicator and zero change in headline inflation. Consumer spending in Japan unexpectedly declined by 0.4% in annual terms in September, while experts anticipated a rise of 1.1%. On Friday as well, the United Kingdom will publish second estimate GDP for the third quarter of 2015. Economists suppose that preliminary data on economic growth will remain unchanged, and the British economy grew by 0.5% on a quarterly basis and by 2.3% year-on-year. In the second quarter, the UK economy expanded by 0.7% in comparison with 3 previous months. On a yearly basis, GDP growth stood at 2.6%. Both readings coincided with flash estimates and analyst expectations. The British economy has been growing on a quarterly basis for 10 quarters in a row. A rise in export sector became the main driving force for the economic growth in the June quarter. Exports increased by 3.9% in quarterly terms in April to June, while imports edged up only by 0.6%. The exports annual growth totaled 8.1%, thus logging a 4-year high. The UK services sector, which makes up a considerable part of the country's GDP, rose by 0.7% in the second quarter this year. In addition to these events, the following macroeconomic statistics will be released at the end of the week. On Thursday, New Zealand will report on its trade balance. Switzerland will reveal its data on industrial production, and Germany will disclose its report on GfK consumer climate. On Friday, Canada will end the current trading week with its raw materials price index data. And this concludes the latest economic calendar prepared for you by Insta TV team. See you next week. Bye.